What's going on, Gator Nation? Nick Delatorre here in Gainesville. Keith Niebuhr on the scene in beautiful, mostly sunny South Florida. Keith,
Pembroke Pines, baby.
Pembroke, just around my family's neck of the woods over there in Weston Pembroke Pines area. But Keith is not down there on vacation. This is a work trip. Four-star receiver Joshua Moore from West Broward just committed to the Florida Gators, and Keith is there taking laps in the family pool. Yeah. Keith, tell us a little bit about the commitment today.
Well, huge commitment. We're at the house of Josh's coach at West Broward, Brian McCartney. Josh Moore just a few minutes ago, top 100 recruit for On3, actually top 60 national recruit, and the number 9 receiver in the country for us has committed to the Florida Gators over Florida State, Miami, and others. Huge news for the Florida Gators. He's 6'3.5", 205 pounds. Hopefully he'll be 220 pounds someday. Just a huge pickup for the Gators. They need more of a presence in South Florida. They need a big body at receiver. And this guy's a guy that fits in with the culture of the program too. And I'm covering this live, but we're gonna get Josh in right now in just a second. Josh, you ready?
Hey, Josh.
Josh is eating. He's in a celebratory mood right now, Nick. He's eating. He's going to be – here he comes. He's going to be joining us right now and for a couple minutes, and we want to let him get back to his party here. All right, Josh. Actually, everybody's looking at me now. You come on down here?
Yes, sir.
Let's get him in here. There he is, Josh Moore. New Florida Gators. Let's make sure we get him in the screen. They don't want to see me. New Florida Gators commitment, 4-star receiver. Josh, what was in? Speak up so everybody can hear you. Mm-hmm. What were the determining factors for you?
I mean, it just everything felt like home. You know, I'm coming in to make a difference. I'm a difference maker, so I'm going to go make the program great. I'm going to be a leader, make it great.
Nick, can everybody hear Josh okay?
Yeah, we can hear him. The video stopped a little bit, but we can hear both you guys.
Okay, we're back. The video's going 100% again?
No, it's just stuck on you. There we go. We're back. There we see Josh now.
Okay. All right. So, Josh, you're home. You feel at home with the Florida Gators. What about the Gators' development with receivers? What did you think of that?
Oh, yeah. Coach Gonzalez and Napier, they both receiver coaches. So, I feel like I'm going to get developed. They showed me and told me the ways that they're going to develop me. They're not just talking. They actually showed me they got a whole plan for me in the next year. So, that's really good.
With getting Ricky Pearsall drafted in the first round, how significant was that for Florida for you to see that they could develop guys and get them picked high in the draft?
That was great. That was an eye opener for me. I was like, okay, now we're talking. That was made me. And then they got DJ Lagway, they got a general, they got a quarterback. So that bumped them up a lot more.
Wait, Josh, when did you know you wanted to be a Florida Gator?
When I took my official visit.
So back about a month ago almost.
Yes,
you knew, was it the first day? Was it the second day? Was there a specific moment where you said, this is it?
It was the second day. It was like everybody like a family. I was chilling with the players, you know. I was like, I could see myself chilling with them. These boys like real brothers. They like a real brotherhood. They all so close. They all hanging with each other, all helping each other out. So I'm like, I could see myself playing.
When did you tell DJ Lagway you were going to be a Gator?
When I went on the visit, I said, bro, trust me, I'm coming.
What did he say? What was his reaction?
Let's get it. Let's go be great.
Have you talked to him since then?
Oh, yes, sir.
What kind of relationship have you developed? Josh Moore, 4-star commit, receiver, with 5-star signee, DJ Lagway, the quarterback.
I feel like right now we're developing a good relationship. So when I get there, we could already be on point, and we just got to get the connection down pat. So we're developing a good relationship, a good friendship and everything right now.
All right, Florida needs more of a presence down in South Florida. Would you agree? The Gators need some more South Florida guys. Are you going to be recruiting down here at all?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay.
I gotta bring some dogs with me. I can't go out there by myself.
So you're kind of lone wolf in it here. You're kind of like the wolf out alone, being the Florida commit down in the Dade Broward area. Is that going to be an eye opener to people? Do you think?
Oh yeah, I feel like it is. They're gonna see me there. They're gonna see. They know I'm not coming here for no reason. I'm coming here to be great. I ain't coming here for no reason. So I already know they're gonna be like, he coming there for a reason. So.
All right, who are you going to be recruiting down here? Who are the guys? Who are your big targets in South Florida?
My big targets is need another receiver. I'm looking for
Nashawn Montgomery in Miami Central. Okay. Right yeah. Florida's also recruiting heavily a safety at Miami Columbus, Bryce Fitzgerald. Are you involved with that one?
Yeah, I'm going to start hitting them up. I'm going to start testing all them boys. Let's make Florida great. Let's make the difference.
All right, last couple things here with Josh Moore, new 4-star receiver commit for the Gators. When you told Billy Napier you were coming, what was his reaction?
Man, coach was so excited. He couldn't stop smiling ear to ear the whole day. And then that's when I went there to watch the 7-on-7 Friday Night Lights. And still smiling. He made me even feel better about my decision.
And you know how fans are. They want results. They want it's what have you done for me lately?
Mm-hmm.
What can you tell the fans about Billy Gonzalez, the receivers coach at Florida, and his recruitment of you?
Man, he's gonna coach you, but he's gonna come at you at a different way, like in a different perspective. He's not gonna come at you like every other receiver coach, and he gonna make sure he get it out of you. He gonna find ways to reach you and develop you and help you get whatever he's trying to teach you, help you get it down pat and remember it so you could start being great.
Last thing for Josh Moore, what's your message to Gator Nation? What do you want them to know about you and what you plan to bring to Gainesville with you?
I'm coming to be great. We're coming to win a championship. I'm gonna be the next Biletnikoff winner.
Okay, next. Actually, I do have one.
I got one for Josh too, Keith.
Yeah, go ahead. We got one more for you here.
Mm-hmm.
Not a question, Josh. I'm a St. Thomas boy. I'm from down there. Grew up in Weston, right next to you in Pembroke Pines. So always happy to see that South Florida connection coming up to Gainesville. And as Keith already asked you, bring up some more 954 boys with you.
Hey, Nick, I got to ask him one more question. South Florida guys.
Go ahead.
Sometimes South Florida kids commit one time, then they commit to another school.
Mm-hmm.
They say, hey, maybe that commitment is just the first commitment. How locked in are you going to be? How zeroed in? Is this it? Are you going to take any other visits?
I'm locked in right now, but at this moment, I feel like this is the best decision for me. But after the season, it could be completely different. Like if they go out there, go 2-6. Then it's completely different.
So you still want to see Florida put out a good product on the field?
Sir.
So
yes,
do you have confidence that they are going to play?
Oh, yeah. Complete confidence. If I ain't had no confidence, I wouldn't be committing right now. Okay. Complete confidence.
All right, that's it. Josh Moore,
big
time commit for the Gators. Nick, you're back to me. We got the good-looking guy off the camera. We got the bad-looking guy back on. He's an impressive young guy, man. He's very friendly. Hey, what did he say, Nick? I intend to win the Biletnikoff Award. That's what you want out of a guy, right?
That's what you want to hear.
Isn't that what you want? I hope everybody heard the was it clear, Nick? Were people able to hear him okay?
Yeah.
That's kind of, you want that. What do they say? The South Florida kids have that dog in them, right? And not all of them.
Do.
Not all of them. Actually, there was a baseball player at St. Thomas years ago that had no dog in him. I think you knew him pretty well, Nick. But they've got that dog in him, that hunger, that fight, and that's what Josh Moore has. And you're talking about a guy that had over 1,000 yards receiving as a sophomore, followed that up with close to 1,000 yards receiving last year on 50 catches. Again, Nick, a big receiver. Man, this is what they need. This is why they fought so hard to try to get Jeremiah Smith last year. He's the exact same size. He looks like him. Same build, same hair, long arms. I mean, is he Jeremiah Smith? I don't know that he is right now, but the upside is there. And I would encourage everybody to go to Gators Online and read our story with On3's director of scouting and rankings, Charles Power, who said, this guy's just scratching the surface. This guy's, he's got the body, he's got the arms, he's got the short speed, he's got the long speed. He can do everything, but he's still not where he's going to be when he's Nick 6'4", 225. Okay. Which, this is a guy who's already he's already 6'3.5", 205. Now, what's he going to look like in 2-3 years? So, this is a huge pickup for Florida. And again, Nick, we talked about this. South Florida, the greatest teams in Gator history, Nick, all had that South Florida flavor, man. They had guys, maybe not 20 or 30 guys, but they all had some. Okay, go back to the 1980s. James Jones, the great running back, first-round pick. Lomas Brown, arguably the best offensive lineman in school history. I think he played at Miami Springs, about 20 minutes from here. So that is a situation where they need to be more active down here. And obviously, guys, Nick, have to be not just program fits or on-field fits. They got to be culture fits and all that. But they're not just going to take anybody. But this is a big one. Like Josh said, this can kind of be a commitment that gets people's attention down in South Florida. But of course, if you're a Florida fan, you probably didn't like where he said, hey, they go 2-6, things could change. But hey, I know fans, Nick, that will decommit as fans if they go 2-6. So everybody's waiting and watching to see what they do this year. But he's on board right now. And this is a heck of a pickup. And I hope people could see the energy with him. This is a guy, Nick, that didn't like, I know I'm doing all the talking. He didn't like doing a lot of interviews. He didn't put himself out there. He just quietly worked hard, went to some camps, got better. And he wasn't the guy that was calling recruiting writers like me every day trying to get interviews and trying to get star rankings and higher up in the rank. He never cared about that stuff. He's not mentioned that once to me. Not once has he ever mentioned anything about a ranking or can I get in this game or that game. And so this is the guy that's focused on getting better and getting to Florida and being that A receiver, that receiver one for at some point for DJ Lagway. And so now you talk, he comes in his freshman year and you put him out there with a guy like Eugene Wilson, and maybe Florida can land Vernell Brown Jr. or the third, excuse me. And so, all of a sudden that receiver room can take that jump that it desperately has needed to take, Nick. And you know that better than anybody. You cover the team.
Yeah, that's for sure. And I think the biggest thing when you talk about that last question that maybe Florida fans didn't want to hear, Keith, is he doesn't expect that to be the case. I think the biggest thing you do when you're a coach, especially a coach at a program that's coming off of a season that didn't have a bowl, is you're selling the future. And whatever Billy Napier sold, Joshua Moore bought. So while he says, listen, if Florida starts off 2-6, maybe I reevaluate, he doesn't anticipate that happening because he believes in the vision that the coaching staff sold to him. So that's why you commit.
Yeah. Look, this is commitment number 7. Florida started off slow this year. We knew that was going to happen. We knew there were going to be kids in wait and see mode. How do they look? And Josh Moore said, I still want to see them play well, but I'm ready to jump in the boat right now. And maybe that's the kind of pickup that gets other kids to say, well, look, if this is where I want to be,
ball rolling.
We can worry about the record and all that stuff later. But that's where I want to be. And let's see what happens. And Florida's got some other big targets making decisions over the next few weeks. 3-star tight end Tashawn Gelsey, 4-star linebacker Tavian Wallace, 4-star safety Lagonza Hayward. We'll see. We'll see if this starts something. I don't know that, Nick, it's going to start this heater that we saw from Florida in June of 2023 because there are still so many kids in wait-and-see mode, but maybe this gets things going. And obviously, Vernell Brown III, a talented wide receiver, another top 100 national recruit, he's going to have a decision in July. That's a Florida State battle. And, boy, if you can get him to go along with Josh Moore, and they still want to sign 2 more receivers after that, but what a heck of a start that would be if you get Josh Moore and Vernell Brown. And then you're playing with house money. Then you can be really selective with those 2 remaining receiver spots. So this is a big day. Nick, am I still there?
Still hear you. Yeah,
it's a big day. We probably ought to wrap up. My signal's getting a little spotty.
We are going to wrap up. I just wanted to pump our code, Keith. If you use code UF1, it will get you 2 months of access to Gators Online for just $1. That's only a code that we post here on YouTube for the people watching free on YouTube. Another thing that's free is a like and a subscribe. You can do both of those down there. Hit that bell notification. You'll never miss a live update from us, which, listen, in recruiting can happen at any time, Keith. We can go live at any time. So We appreciate Keith for driving down, getting Joshua on the phone for us here to interview on the show live for you guys. So for Keith Niebuhr, drive safe. I've been Nick Delatorre. This was Gators Online Rapid Reaction.